So in looking for red flags in an M&A fraud, you need to put yourself in the position, if you will, of the potential fraudster or the person who's going to be engaged in some sort of more wrongdoing. And typically three things occur when there is fraud. There's always these three things. There's either an incentive, there's an opportunity, and there's a rationalization of their misconduct. On the incentive side, in terms of the M&A world, you have two different types of people who commit fraud. One would be the sort of person who is afraid of losing their prestige. So they're not doing it for the money, but they just don't want to admit the fact that they've not done well. That's the sort of person who might cook the books, if you will. The other in today's world is somebody who's afraid of losing their job. And particularly they are working for somebody who you might want to call them a bully or something like that, but the investor really needs to kind of do their own diligence, if you will, of the CEO and the top management. The bigger piece, of course, is on the opportunity side. Where do these sorts of things occur? And unfortunately, they occur in all different sorts of arrangements. So I'll give you an example. One very common example is when a corporation begins to divest of certain subsidiaries, there is an easy opportunity there to dress up the bride, is the expression, of the subsidiary by taking certain costs and expenses that should be for the subsidiary and instead hide them at corporate. Another very common thing is the flip side of that is to add revenue to the subsidiary when it's really revenue that the subsidiary is not going to be making. Another thing that companies need to worry about is not your traditional sources of revenue, but non-traditional sources of revenue. This might be rebates, it might be subscriptions, and things like that. And there what you're looking for is, does a company have relationships between its suppliers and its vendors so that it can engage in some sort of money circle where the revenue increases so that a $5 million company looks like it's really doing $50 million worth of work.